Hi folks, welcome again to the channel. Juan here from Physical Media EU. Today we're gonna do another review, in this case for first time ever living Las Vegas in 4K. Hello again and thanks for tuning in for another review. As I was saying, today we're gonna check out this recently released 4K version of Living Las Vegas, a movie that I like quite a lot. But before we start, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you're interested in physical media, especially this kind of reviews. You can also find me on Instagram, same handle, Physical Media EU, where I post little photos of all the items that are reviewed. Needless to say, you are welcome to follow there as well. Now, yes, let's check out this UK release, in this case, of Living Las Vegas in 4K. Front and back, you can see this edition has a slipcover and it's very shiny. You can see it's like super reflective, so that's why I need to put this a little bit on an angle. If you want to check out a little bit of the synopsis and technical details, this is a good moment to pause the video. But let's move on for now and take out the movie. You can see here, same cover there, on the back also the same. And the first thing I can say I noticed as soon as I was opening this is that it was feeling a little cheap, right? You can see this, the slipcover is very, very thin. And of course, normally they are like a little bit thin by its own nature, but I feel like they are getting thinner and thinner. So definitely doesn't look super good. Also, mine has a little bit of a scratch there at the top. And as it happens in many UK releases, the plastic that comes around the release was only around the standard case and not this. So this is very prone to get scratched or have some issues. And I think this is something common in the UK actually. Last year I was in HMB in London, and I remember there were several new releases from Carson that all had the same issue. The movies had the price sticked in the slipcover, and I thought like, oh, this is a little I don't know, not so great for collectors really. Like you really risk that by scratching off the price that was like a little big one. Either you damage the slipcover or you get like, you know, like a stain or something. So something to keep in mind sometimes. And then driving to the case, also this is a very thin case that before opening I could realize that, okay, this is not going to have two discs, right? It's just going to be the 4K is also, you know, very wobbly, not very good quality, I thought. But when I opened it, I was surprised to find that it includes a booklet, because I think I read this, I bought this one on Amazon, by the way. I think the product description, the title of the item said something like limited edition or something, that sometimes it says those things because of the slipcover, but in this case it was something else, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, quite nice to find out. It has this little booklet here. Here is the disc, and it has this like a, I don't know, ad or something. Doesn't matter too much. And until that point, the experience of the release was quite cheap, because what I said about like the cheap case, very, very thin slip case. But it was a very nice surprise to find a little booklet. This is something that is normally not included in this kind of releases. So definitely this puts the release one step up, in my opinion. So let's check out the booklet very quick. It's not very big, as you can see. This must have, how many pages it says? So yeah, 17. But it has some text about the restoration, some interview with the director as well. So this is honestly something that I was not expecting, and I'm very happy to find this in the release. Here's a photo of Nick Cage doing his thing in this movie. Some production notes, and yeah, one last photo back here. But yeah, definitely this is something that came as a very nice surprise, because it expands, in my opinion, a little bit the universe of the movie by introducing some yeah, like interview with the director and stuff like that. It's a very nice thing to have. Some things like that sometimes you find in the bonus features, but always a booklet is something very welcome. Now, in case you are wondering, these two badges, you have to live with them because the cover is not reversible, it's just white on the other side. So yeah, you have to stick with them. And another thing that makes this release quite nice, actually, in the end, is the bonus features. Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's packed of bonus features, but it has definitely more bonus features than the average release. So that was also a very nice surprise. It has several interviews with the director, the actors, There's also, I think, like 2 production videos. Yeah, trailer, I don't know. There's one of the extras that is actually like an hour long. So definitely very nice to see this included in the release. Even though there's only 1 disc, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's like the balance between quality and space for a 4K disc. But many times the bonus features are not included in the 4K disc because the movie is like so big that it uses most of the space in the 4K disc, and so those bonus features are added in the Blu-ray disc. But in a release like this, the movie is not extremely long. I think it's something like 110 minutes or something. Yeah, it seems like they managed to put everything. I'm not sure if this was at expense of quality of the movie. And talking about picture quality, yeah, sure, it's nice that this movie is released in 4K, but the quality is not mind-blowing by any means. Of course, it's not a movie that I think has much material to be like super spectacular. And furthermore, there were a couple of scenes where like the picture almost looks a little bit out of focus. But besides those 2 isolated scenes, the rest of the movie has like pretty acceptable quality, I think. So it is nice the movie got to this kind of quality at this point. It got a 4K release, but by no means is gonna blow your mind. And in my case, I was upgrading this one from the old DVD, so I didn't have this one in Blu-ray, so I cannot compare the qualities there. But I'm quite happy actually with the release, even though it feels a little cheap. As I said at the beginning, it has enough bonus features, movies in 4K, it has a little booklet. It's not super expensive. That's another good point about it. It's just like, I think I paid something like £25, if I'm not wrong, something like that, because yeah, as I said, I got it on Amazon UK. So I think it's pretty affordable, like pretty decent for the price. So I'm actually happy with the release and can definitely recommend it to you. So that's all for the review. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel and remember to check out on Instagram for photos of the release. Thank you so much for watching and see you all at Okie Dogs.